kind of feel like I need a bit of a ramble about something that I was asked to be part of an ethnic community committee, and it was at my old company, and there's a lot of people in the company, and I think I want to say it was something like 14% of the UK is ethnic. I might be getting these numbers wrong, and then I think it was like 6-7% of the company is non-white. So they want to kind of up their numbers to make it look like to more kind of match the demographic of the country and the mix. So I put this committee together. I remember there was a meeting with all the people within the committee, and everyone's kind of talking about, well, what's the point of this group? What are we doing with the group? Where are we going with this whole ethnic group? I'm listening to everyone talk, and everyone's kind of, there's a bit of a similar theme from what everyone's saying. This kind of like, I feel like I'm being held back, or I probably could have had a promotion where I didn't get one. So I'm hearing that quite a lot. And then it was, well, what does everyone want to do? And it was we want everyone to understand us, and we want to educate everyone on us, so that they don't offend us, and anyway, so I was listening to this, and like I said, that was kind of the reoccurring theme. And I sat and listened to it all, and I thought to myself, I just kind of, after a while, I thought, right, and it just, something just triggered in me, and I was like, right, I need to say something. And I said, I repeated what I've just said, and I said, I'm kind of hearing this a lot. And I said, I think there's a bit of a problem here. So you take the company. The company's put everyone who's brown in a room, metaphorical room, and just said, we're going to do our bit by putting you all together. Here's the problem. Of everyone in that room, there's 60 people in that room. Or it was an online meeting, but you know what I mean. So say there's 60 people in there, probably representing 40 different countries, and everyone's different. So they've just kind of gone, well, everyone brown go together. You're all together, and we want to make it look like we're doing something so we can attract more of you. And I said, well, what does the company want? What's the company trying to achieve? Well, the company's trying to PR themselves and I don't know, make it look like the brown people are being looked after and given not special treatment, but we're giving them a place, a voice. I kind of feel like, what did the brown people want? Brown people, the people within the group. So, well, most people wanted to be treated fairly, which I get. It's, and then everyone was saying, I want to educate everyone. Here's the problem. Here was my problem with this. Like I said, there's about 40 different countries being represented, probably 20 different religions. Here's the thing. I said to someone who, I can't remember what religion he was, and I said to him, you're how old? Just say late 30s. So here's the thing. Would you say you know your religion inside out? No. Okay, so how can you expect me to know everything about your religion and his religion and her religion and every religion? There's like 200 something religions. How am I meant to know everything about every religion if you don't even know everything about your religion? So how am I supposed to know what I can and cannot or should not say? So I said, but here's my first thing. Forget everyone outside of the group a minute. Forget the rest of the company. Let's just look at us in this room. We're all looking out for number one. We're all trying to think about me. How about instead we look at how we look at each other, how we treat each other. You might have two people who are technically from the same country, but one moved over here when, say, he was 3 months old, and then someone else from that same country moved over when they were, say, 21 years old. So then you've got, now say one of them's male and the other one's female, and they've both got the same religion, and in that said religion, One of them. So for example, if you had two people from Pakistan, and then you had like the male from the Pakistan, his experiences of being a male who grew up in the UK are going to be very different from a woman who was moved to the UK when she's 21. But you'd put them in the same box because they're both brown and they're both from the same country. No, male and female experience. You might have someone who's of a certain religion, but they're also gay, and then you can't. They're having probably going through their own thing, which is very, very tough, because maybe they're having this thing where their family would disown them if they found out they were gay. I don't know what everyone else is going through. I cannot comprehend what it's like for someone like that. I've got my own thing. You know, I'm adopted. I was adopted from Brazil. I was raised by an English couple. So I'm not dark at all, but I've been shoved in the box. So in Brazil, I'd be classed as white. So it's a weird thing that they put everyone in this box. But my whole thing was what we need to do first. Instead of trying to say, within this little group, instead of us trying to say we need to educate all these white people to understand us, no. I believe, my opinion, is that we should, as people, learn to accept each other, and just have more compassion. If someone says something to me in ignorance that could be deemed as offensive or racist, well, look, they didn't mean it. So if it really upset me and they kept saying it all the time, I can just say, can you stop saying that, please? Because ABC. But if instead they didn't mean it and it was a one-off and then they don't mention it again, then it's up to me if I say something or not. But the point is, I think, yes, some things happened. Yes, there are lessons that need to be learned. And I think more so people's mindsets that we are essentially just all the same. Just different cultures, different backgrounds, but we're all the same. My issue is that first, as a minority, you need to love each other first before you expect everyone else to love you. Compassion with each other, understanding of each other. Instead of thinking me, look at each other and just kind of think, right, is everyone else okay? Is everyone here okay first off? Are we good? Are we here for each other? Yes. Well, then let's spread that love, spread that compassion. It winds me up when everyone keeps saying, well, he needs to be educated about my religion and he needs to be educated about my... No. I can't know everything about every culture on the planet, and every family within that culture is different in their own little unique way. So it's not about teaching everyone about you. It's understanding that not everyone is ever going to know everything about everyone. So just be patient, have a bit more compassion, be a bit more just understanding, just love, more compassion. That was my message. And that's why I got so annoyed in the meeting, because I just kept hearing a lot of me, and also the fact that the company just boxed us all together and said you're all the same. We're not. We're all different. Everyone's different. Even if you had all 50 people from the same country, all the same shade, they're different. But the point is, they boxed everyone together and said, you're not the same as us, therefore you're all the same. Bullshit. Anyway, I thought I'd shed that little ray of sunshine, because it was fucking me off, I've got to be honest.